What's good, YouTube? Procator back, and I'm bringing y'all another video, and I'm bringing a brand new series to the channel. I'm bringing back the My NBA at. Well, I can't even say brand new because I did it before, but I'm bringing back the My NBA / My Career series to the channel instead of the regular My Career. Because I'm not going to lie, like I don't play the regular My Career the way that I used to, and to be honest, I feel like it's a bit too much, like especially these last couple of 2Ks. Like the My Career is really is too much. Like I prefer the older 2Ks with the more simplified My Career. But anyways, y'all, I'm starting the My Career in the Steph era, and they have these little intros that play now when you select the era. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that play, and I'm gonna get back to y'all after it's over.
The 2016-17 NBA season is here, and Steph Curry is ready to take over again. Back-to-back MVP, a game-changing force. Now with Kevin Durant on his side, the Warriors are more unstoppable than ever. LeBron is defending his crown. James Harden is putting up numbers we've never seen before. Superstars, super teams. A battle for greatness begins now.
Yeah, so like I was saying at the beginning, I just feel like my career over these last couple of years, it's just been like too much for me. Like I prefer the simple My Career modes from 2K10, 11, 12, 13. Like now, don't get me wrong, 2K15 storyline, I like that. 16 storyline, I like that. I even like 17 storyline, but from that point on, it just been too much going on. Like it is more interactive. They have like it's way more immersive with the things that you can do. But I'm a simple guy, you know. Everybody don't like all the extra stuff, including me. Like I prefer the simple My Careers. You know, it's just none of that extra stuff running around the city going from this place. It's just simple. Get your skill points, upgrade your player, back on the court. Real simple. I prefer that. Now back to the main topic at hand, my player. So I put the player that I created in the creative player menu. I put him in the 2017 draft with Lonzo, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and all of those guys. Now the game just came out, so I'm convinced it got to be some kind of glitch or something. Every time I create a player in the creative player menu, they keep coming out as 99 overalls, even though none of the players I created are even close to a 90. Now, look at my archetype. It say a blow by laymaking 4. I don't know if that's supposed to say playmaking and they forgot the P, but it say blow by laymaking 4. I'm going to start saying that, laymaking. But yeah, like, it got to be some kind of glitch because every player I created keeps popping up as a 99 overall. Even when I put this, even when I copied my player to the draft class, he was a 99. But then when I backed out and went back to the draft class, he was down to like a 76, I believe, which is more realistic. So I don't know, maybe that's some kind of bug or something that'll probably get patched on the next update. But just looking at the ranking of my mod player in this draft class, they have him at the number 1 ranked prospect out of everybody in this draft class. Now, this mod player is 6'8", 222 pounds, power forward / small forward. I created this mod player with LeBron in mind. He's not going to really play like LeBron, but the whole idea was to create like a point power forward, like a wing who could be a secondary ball handler, point guard when he needs to be, you know, like LeBron a little bit. Now, my NBA player comparison was Dirk Nowitzki. That's what threw me off. Now, y'all heard me just say how I created this mod player and the players that I had in mind. This player doesn't play anything like Dirk. Like, this player has good passing fundamentals, can rebound, can defend, and this player isn't really a knockdown shooter. So this player is kind of the whole opposite of Dirk Nowitzki. So I don't understand where that comparison came from. And Clark Kellogg, I'm not familiar with his game at all. So I don't know what the hell he plays like. But anyway, so because my mod player is in college, we're going to simulate through the entire 2016 to 17 season, because this season doesn't matter because my mod player is in college. So I'm going to simulate through this entire season. I'll be back at the end of the year. I'm going to show y'all who won all the awards, who ended up winning the title, and then we're going to go from there. So yeah, I'm going to see y'all in a bit. So we back, and Steph averaged 37 and just won his third straight MVP. Insane. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through these awards really quickly. Feel free to stop the video from moving too fast, but I just want to go ahead and run through this really quickly. It's not about these guys. Damn, the Raptors won 70 games. Anyway, this is called MyCareer, not the rest of the NBA. Like, this is, you know what I mean? This ain't one of them clip production simulations. And oh, they put John Wall back in the game. I did see something. I did see something about them putting add some players back into the game that wasn't in the game in years past. But now that the season is over, checking out my player and his stats from college. So you see I averaged 20 and 10, 6.4 assists, 1.8 steals, 2.1 blocks. Field goal percentage is absolutely atrocious. 39% is insane. But looking at those stats, y'all, does that remind y'all of Dirk? And LeBron just won back-to-back titles. Keep in mind, this is coming off of 2015-16 after they beat Golden State from down 3-1. So Cleveland just won back-to-back titles, and LeBron just got his 4th ring earlier than he did in real life, and his 4th Finals MVP. Now here's the entire playoff bracket. Golden State got knocked out in the 2nd round by Sacramento, and I went and checked. I'm like, well, how the hell did they lose to Sacramento? Did anybody get hurt? So Klay Thompson was hurt for the entire series, but even without Klay Thompson, you still had Steph, KD, and Draymond. Like, and all Sacramento had was DeMarcus Cousins. You telling me that Golden State still couldn't beat them? And Golden State was actually down 3-1 in that series, and they came back and forced the game 7. But that was like the ultimate shocker. And you see the Spurs made it to the finals, and in real life, they made it to the conference finals, but they lost to Golden State. And everybody say, you know, if Kawhi ain't get hurt, then they would have beat Golden State, which I disagree with. But other than that, everything else is pretty much as expected. No really true upsets there. So yeah, Cleveland back-to-back titles. LeBron already got his 4th ring and 4th Finals MVP. So now we're in the off season, and here where some of the rule changes from this era are starting to take place. So this is the first year that the All-Star game is going to do the All-Star captains and the drafting, and this is also the year where Nike and the NBA collab. So now Nike is going to make all the uniforms. So now you're going to see a lot of the uniforms that the teams are wearing now. And these are the draft lottery results. Charlotte with the number 1 pick, Orlando with number 2, and Sacramento with the number 3 pick in the upcoming draft. So now we're looking at some of the mock drafts, and the Sporting News has Lonzo going number 1 overall, followed by Tatum to the Magic and me to the Sacramento Kings. Lonzo to the Hornets don't really make sense, being though they still got Kemba Walker. Now the 2K draft has me going number 1 and Donovan Mitchell going number 2, and this generic rookie, whoever the hell he is. And the NBA.com draft has me going number 1 overall, followed by Jason Tatum and that generic rookie. So let's get into the actual draft, man. It's about that time, y'all. It's time for MyCareer to begin. Charlotte is on the clock with the number 1 pick. And let's see who they draft at number 1. And they draft Jason Tatum. This actually makes sense because they already have Kemba. So you want to get them, you want to get Kemba some help, you know, a secondary scorer. And then eventually Tatum will develop into the playmaker that he is today. So this pick makes a lot of sense. And as you see at the bottom, it said Tatum looks to be a pick based off of team needs. So yeah, Orlando was on the clock at number 2, and Orlando is making a trade. What is going on? And the Hornets traded Kemba Walker to get the number 2 pick. I just said they drafted Tatum to get Kemba some help, and then they got rid of Kemba. So Charlotte, so now that they got rid of Kemba, are they going to draft Lonzo now because they got back-to-back picks? Because the mock draft one of the mock drafts had them drafting Lonzo. So are they going to draft Lonzo now that they got rid of Kemba? Let's see. And they draft me. Wow. This caught me totally by surprise. They drafted me. They drafted back-to-back small forwards. Like, okay, so they just said, you know what? Forget Kemba Walker. We're just going to rebuild, go in a whole new direction. Now, keep in mind, this is 2016-17. Kemba is still in his prime at this time, so this confuses me. Let me read what it says here. It says, I consider myself quite adept at judging talent, but not quite as much as gauging a player's potential. That being said, it is obvious the Hornets drafted a future star here. His potential is second to none of the players I've ever seen in this draft. Wow, so they drafted me and Jason Tatum back to back. Wow, so We're the new future of the Hornets. That's insane. So, and it makes sense. It's only right that the Kings draft Lonzo Ball. And mind you, the Kings were just in the conference finals at the beating Golden State. So adding Lonzo, I mean, should make them better, right? Dallas is on the clock now. Let's see. And Dallas takes Bam out of bio. That's crazy. I don't remember seeing Bam's name at the top of any of those mock drafts, and Donovan Mitchell goes to the Knicks. I'm not going to lie. In real life, Donovan Mitchell on the Knicks would be crazy. Like, his play style is very captivating. It would really resonate well with Madison Square Garden. So I'm going to just run through the draft summary, just show y'all some notable players that did get drafted. I'm going to go really fast through this. Feel free to slow down so you can get a better look. But wow, what a draft. Charlotte really got rid of Kemba Walker and traded their picks so they can draft me. And here's the first look at my mod player in his new Charlotte Hornet colors. Now, I'm not going to lie, like, we're not going to be good, you know, and I'm worried because in the Kemba Walker trade, we gave up a future first round pick. Now, they have really high hopes in me and Tatum and, you know, bringing us back to relevancy. So hopefully that pick doesn't come back to bite us. But y'all see on the screen, Steph just signed with the Sixers. So history has been altered. Steph and KD could not win a ring together in year one. Steph leaves the team, KD stays. So we're going to see what happens. So Steph still only has that one ring. He does have 3 straight MVPs, and he just went to the Sixers, who have Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. And they just drafted Josh Hart. So Steph could be starting a whole new dynasty in Philly. Only time will tell. And I simulated through the whole free agency process because I'm sure y'all didn't want to see it. But looking on y'all screen right now, this is our current 15-man roster that we will have to begin the season. I did make a couple of trades so we could cut some salary off, you know, so we can sign some players if need be. But that's pretty much it for this video, y'all, man. Pro Cater signing out. My career officially begins. Next stop, Summer League.